Justin, you fought in Arizona, and I remember you telling me it wasn't the greatest experience because so many people are kind of pulling at you. How's Dustin able to isolate himself right now in this spot where the whole state's watching and the whole event seems to be built around him?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's been through so many fights and so many experiences that something like this is going to inspire him. He's been through it. 2011 was his first fight. I was still wrestling in college. Never thought I would be, fighting him or fighting in the same organization. So, as such a fan of this sport, he's definitely one of the guys that deserves every accolade and every, bit of support that he's going to get this weekend. The pressure, it's something that he's going to have to deal with. And sucks because the harder you try, the worse you do sometimes. But I'm sure he's learned that lesson. So I think it's going to be an amazing fight.
Just for Justin first, I know Dustin had said he wanted to do this final fight with you. You made your feelings very clear. Just seeing the way this week has played out and everything, does that reinforce the fact you're glad you're not in this spot?
Yeah, like I said, I've been such a fan of his that I want no part in this, his last fight. I think it's actually perfect. I mean, Dustin Poirier was Max Holloway's first fight in the UFC, 2012, and Max is going to be his last fight. It's a perfect culmination of events, perfect opponents for them to do this here in Louisiana.
Yeah, just one more for you, Justin. Obviously a super interesting time at lightweight right now, a lot going on. This fight will impact things too. Where do you feel you stand? I know you made it clear you wanted a title shot. Are you confident that's coming?
Yeah, I mean, that's the fight that I want. Obviously I'm biased. I'm going to fight for what I feel like I deserve. But he feels the same. She feels the same. We're all biased towards ourselves. It's me or Arman. I believe somebody has to fight him this year. And I think I'm in a better spot than Arman. So someone's going to fight him. I hope it's MSG, New York City. I get to fight him, and then I get to defend it on the White House lawn. That's what I'm planning for.
If DP wins by knockout and decides to call out Ilia for one more fight, make it a title fight, you think it will happen?
No, it needs to. This needs to. It's too perfect to extend it. If he wins by knockout, take the fairy tale. Nobody does. George St. Pierre got it. I mean, Khabib got it. That's it. Nobody gets the fairy tale. Take the fairy tale, walk away, and be done. If he does.
Justin Gaethje, what was like your most favorite fight that who you ever fought and why?
Ooh, I think it was Michael Johnson because it was my first time I got to introduce myself to you. 2017, I had never fought in the UFC. I was accomplished in a different organization, but you still don't know if you belong with the elite. So to come in there, face the top 5, and have such a exciting double bonus fight, I think it was the perfect way for me to come out.
Did you kick his ass?
I whooped him. He talked so much crap, and I whooped his ass. He talked about my mama, so I had to whoop him.
I got a two-parter for Justin. First, does DC still cheat every time y'all play golf? And second, how are you going to knock Ilia's fucking head off?
Hey, wait, stop. Be respectful. We're in Louisiana. Yeah. Be respectful.
We all know you ain't cheating if you ain't trying, and no one tries as hard as Daniel Cormier. Ilia is a fucking beast. The confidence is crazy right now. I think it's a battle of momentum, so I have to go in there and fight for that momentum early and fight the best I can. Be prepared as I can be. And again, these are the most elite fighters in the world, and he's one of those guys. So, I want to fight him. That's why I want to fight him.
Justin, out of Max and Dustin, which one was harder to fight?
I'm going to go with Max just because the situation, being for a BMF belt, it was just a different circumstance, all the way around. Poirier, if I win those fights, I fight for the belt both times. And it's amazing how similar mine and Dustin's careers have been. He beat me in 2017, and pretty much everybody he fought, I fought right after. And then we got to fight again. And Max, him, and me, it's crazy. They've been around for a lot longer, but the path and the fights that we've had are so similar. So, yeah, it's tough to say which one's, better, or it's just such a crazy game. I'm ready to see them compete.
What do you think the status of the 155 division if you were to pass it on?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. We got so many freaking young kids the hungriest kids with the most talent. You know, Gamrot, Patty, Arman, me, Dustin, Chandler. We're trying to keep these young guys at bay for as long as possible. But I think that time's coming to an end. You know, obviously we have to pass the torch. I am not done. I just said I'm not gonna take fights for fun. You know, I've worked so hard to get to where I'm at, to be number 3, and so I want that fight. But I think the UFC lightweight division has always been the most exciting. I think you got plenty of knockouts. They never get tired, and yeah, energy for days. So I love lightweight's always been my favorite division. Matt Hughes days, BJ Penn days, Frankie Edgar days, always been my favorite.
Good.
I've got a question for DC.
Yes, sir.
I saw Jon Jones is back in the testing pool.
Yes.
Talking about going on the White House card.
Yes.
I think with his extensive criminal record,
Oh.
the Secret Service will let him on the White House grounds.
That's such a good question.
That's actually a good question. Well, we always have to pass background checks when Trump's there, and he got the fight, so I'd imagine he will be. And I got to be honest with you. All right, so listen. All right. No disrespect to anyone here. I love you guys so much. You can go to the White House, and I'm positive you'll win, right? But if we really need an American to win, right, gotta kind of send Jon Jones, don't we? I mean, seriously. Like, I mean, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't like him, but it's like, if we need an American to win, don't we just send the guy that always wins?
Yeah, no, he's going.
And he said, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And nobody tries harder than me. Are you sure Jon Jones doesn't try a little harder than I do?
I don't know. It's close.
It's close. It's close.
What is it like when you are in that octagon with Max Holloway? You're in round 5. You got 30 seconds left, and he points at the ground and throws the fists up, and it's like, let's get it. Like,
Yeah.
what is that moment like?
It's normal. Normal. I've been preparing myself for those moments my whole life. I was down on the scorecards. I knew that I had to get a knockout. He presented the opportunity, and I'm glad I lost like that. I would much rather lose like that than to have not taken that chance. And
Hey, let me tell you something. That's because you got that dog in you,
He's
boy.
got that dog in him.
Dog in you.
let's go.
He's annoying, but he does have the dog in him. He's very annoying.
Justin, having fought Dustin twice and the current Max Holloway, do you think there's anything that Dustin has to do differently to get a third win against Max?
No, I wouldn't say differently. I mean, again, I am such a fan, and we're all such fans of the sport because anything can happen at any moment. And both of these guys bring that to the cage. You know, any second, we're all going to be on the edge of our seats. I've been to hundreds of UFC fights, live events, or not hundreds, but at least 100. And 10-15% does it actually deliver. Everybody gets that same animalistic feeling, you know, in one moment. And I think this fight is perfect for that. You know, I think everyone here wants Dustin to win. I don't pick a dog in a fight that I'm not involved in, but I just want to see a great fight. And that's why I'm in this building. I could not miss this specific fight.